What's up everybody, this is Jack from Crypto49er bringing you my knowledge in cryptocurrency. Before I begin today's video, I just want to remind you guys I give away $5 in Litecoin or $10 if you use Cryptobridge. All you have to do is answer a trivia question that I have out every Wednesday and the giveaway takes place on Friday. And this week I'll be doing the giveaway on Twitter, so you have to make sure you follow me on Twitter, share my tweets, and favorite my videos. Alright, on to today's topic. Today I want to talk about Qtum. What is Qtum, or it's gonna be hard for me. I probably will be pronouncing it Qtum, although it's technically pronounced Quantum. Whenever I see Qtum though, I'll probably be pronouncing it as Qtum. Anyway, it's called Quantum as they want to call it. So what is Quantum? And I have to say right now, I kind of dislike it, and I'll explain the reasons why, but let's go into it. So this is their website. They say, first of all, they say, we want you. You don't even know what they are, but they want you. So, okay. I don't know why, and all of them are just like they, used to work for Steve Jobs or something, but I really don't understand why they would want me, right? So they don't really explain that offhand, but then this is what they call as a blockchain made ready for business. Essentially, the very simple idea is Qtum is the combination of the Bitcoin blockchain with Ethereum's virtual machine. That's basically it. They're just trying to connect the two together, and that's all that Qtum is, or Quantum is. Again, see, I'm pronouncing it wrong already, as I mentioned earlier. So, you could go through the whole entire thing, you could go through the white paper, and there's not much to be explained. It's very relatively simple in terms of what they're trying to do, because they like the Bitcoin blockchain. They don't like how Ethereum keep tracks of the transactions, but they do like Ethereum's smart contracts. So that's the reason why, basically. So they're just basically adding the smart contract capabilities onto a Bitcoin blockchain, but then they're not really using Bitcoin blockchain, they're just using Bitcoin's blockchain technology. And this created a new blockchain called Qtum, and that's basically it. So let's go take a look at the price of Qtum. For the longest part, Qtum was like cheap, it was $4 or $5, and then bumped up to like $18, and all of a sudden for about one day was January 6th, it was $103. Whoever bought it at $103 got screwed. Big time. So, look at it. The price right now is $26. Your Quantum that you bought, it basically lost 75% of its value. I mean, like Bitcoin lost like 70% of its value, but it rebounded. But for Quantum, no, it fell, and then it just hasn't rebounded since. It's still around here. I mean, granted, it was at the low on February 6th was like $20, so you lost 80% of your value. But right now, still, you lost 75% of how much you paid for if you bought it on January 6th. So I feel bad for anybody that bought it on January 6th. I really don't understand why it bumped like that, but I'm just guessing someone pumped and dumped it, and whoever pumped and dumped it, did a good job, I guess. They were able to pump it from like $50, $60 to double the price. I mean, that's crazy. So if you click on the different links on their website, you'll see that they have a lot of information, the block info, the block size. If you look carefully, look closely, you see no one's really using Quantum. Transactions, 2, 2, 2, 4, 12. I mean, the last time I seen this was actually on Neem. So, I mean, it's one of those things where no one's using this blockchain. Why does this even exist? So, and then you can see the node map here. This is like all the nodes that are active and actually securing the network. So there's over 3,000 nodes, which is great, but I mean, hey, Bitcoin has 11,000 nodes, so you got a ways to go to catch up. And then there's the wallet section. They have web wallets, they have an Android wallet, and then I use iOS, so when I click on the iPhone wallet, they say, this wallet is currently unavailable. So that's one of the many issues I have with Quantum. And then they have DApps in here, they have all these DApps. I mean, if you look on the surface level of Quantum, everything looks super exciting, but again, it comes back down to the fact that if you look a little more detailed, then you see that there's something odd, with this blockchain. I mean, it's like, there's no one using it. And then the same thing again with the dApps. If you look at it hard, and what I did was I use Cypher, which I mentioned in the previous video. It's kind of like MetaMask. It lets you see all the different dApps and what they can do. Quantum has listed all these dApps, but I didn't went through every one of them, but I went through a lot of the ones that they sell live. And then the one that I'm really familiar with was BitClave, because I made a video on BitClave. I had a little investment on BitClave. And BitClave, I can tell you, is not live right now, but they say it's live. So obviously, they have some misinformation going on in there. Either they don't know what's going on, or they just got some bad info from BitClave. Whatever the case is, all of these so-called live DApps are not actually live. They don't work, at least not from Cypher. So I'm betting they don't work from MetaMask either, because everything that works on MetaMask works on Cypher. Only thing that I guess you could say that was live for BitPlay when I tested it was a trading. That's not BitPlay's technology. That's just Bancorp's technology. Honestly, if you are a person looking to invest into Qtum and you're like, wow, I see all these DApps they have already. This looks like an exciting, excellent project. In reality, it's not. I do have to give them credit for one thing, is that they do regularly update their GitHub. So there is a lot of activity here, from what I can tell anyway. But I guess it's one of those things that it could potentially be that they're just making updates every single day, but then I don't know how much code is actually going into it. I haven't really looked that deep. But again, it's like so far the things I have looked deep into, look, they don't look good. Let's go through the list of why I don't like Qtum. So number one, the staking process requires you to leave your computer on to get staking rewards. That's kind of effed up, man. I don't think it's worth it, because if you look at the calculator, they have a staking calculator right here. And let's say that I had like 10 Qtum, and then they said that, you know, your investment is around $264 because the price is around $26 right now. So, and then your expected return, you know, it's like you make $11. That's it. It's like your expected number of rewards per year is 0.1. So you're making 0.1 Qtum for one whole year of staking, and you make about $11. Basically, they say your ROI is about 4%. There's a reason why I don't like the 4% ROI. But before I get to that, so let's go to the roadmap over here that they have. So they have a whole bunch of stuff in the roadmap. Some of them are done, some of them not. So like you see here, they have Ledger Nano support. You're like, oh wow, Ledger Nano support, that's awesome, right? I mean, I love it. If I was one of those that just look at the surface level again, I'm like, Ledger Nano, great, I'm in. You know, I'd be buying. If you bought in because you like the fact that they have Ledger Nano support, I mean, honestly, you know, that shouldn't be your only reason. But let's say you have Ledger Nano as like I do, and that would be one of the factors that you would help you consider getting a coin, then this is one of those with like a plus sign, right, for you, right? So it should be, but it isn't, because you can store your coins in other wallets, but you can't stake them. So basically, they have their Ledger Nano wallet, the Qtum wallet, the mobile wallets, the Android wallets, all this stuff that they have. The only wallet you can stake from is the Qt wallet. The third thing is, and this is the part that I was talking about, the 4%, why the 4% is not really worth it. There is a 1% annual inflation rate for Qtum, resulting in 1 million new coins every year. Let's go back to the Qtum price. So you see the total supply is 100 million right now. For Bitcoin or for these other coins, they have a max supply instead of a total supply. So meaning Qtum will inflate every year with 1 million new coins, meaning your Qtum, the one that you've been staking, they'll be worth a little bit less. So your 4% return on investment every year is not really 4%. I mean, at best it's 3%, you minus that 1%, but it's really a little bit less than that even. So that's another thing I don't like about Qtum. So the next thing is, again, I mentioned DApps listed as live, but not actually live. Again, I mentioned that already. The iOS wallet is available, I mentioned that already as well. The last point is, it is like Cardano in that it is layering the EVM on top. Cardano is a peer-reviewed project. We know there are plenty of vulnerabilities in Ethereum, and we don't know how Qtum will build its EVM, as it is scheduled to be released at the end of 2018. So for all we know, they could just be really copying over what Ethereum has for the virtual machine, except that they will make it a little bit more powerful. I believe it's a x86 base, but then it could still have all the flaws that Ethereum has. So I really think that you need to have a peer-reviewed system that you're building on, so you have a secure virtual machine platform. But we don't know. We really don't know what Qtum is building until later this year. I mean, they have a lot of things that they're promising, but until we see it happen, is it really worth that price that it is right now at $26? I mean, people that are looking at this coin will say, hey, you know what? It hit $100. It will come back to 100, you know, in a couple of months. It's possible, but what I'm saying is this. Qtum is doing too little, I think, in terms of what it's actually trying to accomplish, in terms of just being a combination of Ethereum and Bitcoin. Bitcoin has its place already, and Ethereum has its place already. Trying to combine the two and sell it to someone, this doesn't make sense to me. In the age where Bitcoin is going to have a ton of improvements with the Lightning Network, I know Qtum is going to be able to incorporate that as well. But there's all these other stuff that they're making. There's like Back32, North Signatures. There are all these other stuff that Qtum is not able to do, because they just also trying to build the Ethereum side. So they have all these other things that Ethereum's doing, like sharding. They can try to copy these two projects into Qtum simultaneously, and at the same time also trying to find people to actually use this product. And that's the reason why I don't really like Qtum. Again, it goes back down to the fact is no one's using Qtum right now. Ooh, because someone made 39 transactions 7 minutes ago. That's nice, but it's nowhere near all these other top coins, well, probably except for Neem, that actually have usages. Anyway guys, that's my video for today. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if you disagree about Qtum. I definitely want to hear from you guys. So like and subscribe, hit the bell icon for post notifications. If it isn't crypto, it isn't worth mining, it isn't worth speculating. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.